These days, the cost of having a quality gaming setup is getting crazy. Every year, prices for gaming gear gets higher and higher. $200 for a mouse, $500 for a headset, $2,000 for a graphics card. That ends today. Today, we are talking about 10 quality upgrades for your gaming setup that cost less than $40. Let's get started with number 10 right now. RGB strips. These are one of the cheapest upgrades you can make to your setup, and they make a big impact. Lining your desk, PC tower, or surfaces in your room immediately spices it up. It basically gives it a vibe of Tony Stark's lab right away. Typically, RGB strips come with tons of settings and colors, and you can swap between them with a free remote that's almost always included. Now, when you get these, you can just remove the back strips and apply them to any surface, but they look best if you apply them to an area that's facing a wall, like the back or sides of your desk, for example. Now, if you want to place them in an area that's not facing a wall, get some light diffusers or they're not going to look amazing. Now, careful with this trick. Try and avoid turning your room into a Vegas casino, which is pretty much what I did when I first got these. 99% of the time, the best aesthetic is to find the back of a major furniture in your room that is facing a wall and just put some RGBs behind them. They cost about $17 for a 16-foot strip, and links in the description below for all the items in this video today. It seems like every single content creator has this exact shelf behind them when they're making videos, but nobody complains about it being overused because you can still put your own trinkets on the shelf to personalize it. The look is just so clean and minimal, it's never a bad option. So most people choose to put the shelf in a higher place in the room. There's a few common places. Directly above your setup is a great spot. In your stream backdrop towards the top of the wall can also work well. Installation will require a screw gun though, so keep that in mind before you purchase these. The price of the floating shelves are $6 for the smallest one, $20 for the medium shelf, and $35 for the super long shelf. By the way, I have a brand new video every single Sunday just like this one, so if you're enjoying this video, smash the subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Now, let's cover one of the dopest trinkets you can put on your shelf. This is a Galaxy moon lamp, and it looks awesome. The great part about this is you can modify the colors to whatever you want, either to match your setup or just to whatever you feel like on that particular day. A free controller is included in the purchase, so you don't need to pay extra for that. It also kind of reminds me of an Infinity Stone. There's lots of different manufacturers for these, but they're all pretty much the same, so I just recommend whichever one has a lot of reviews, has 4.5 stars on Amazon, and is the cheapest. So at the time of this recording, the one by NSL Lighting is the cheapest at $20.99, has 2,000 reviews and 4.5 stars. This is possibly the most important upgrade to your setup, and it gets overlooked constantly. A bunch of cluttered cables on the floor can turn your beautiful setup into looking like a weird science experiment. Not a good look. So the easiest fix for this I have found is the IKEA Signum. It's basically a simple bracket you mount to the bottom of your desk. All you have to do with this one is group up the cables and place them in the basket. The beauty of this solution is that it's so simple. Some other cable management solutions are also good, but they require some extra legwork. But this one is literally take the cables and put them in the basket. That's the whole thing. Heads up though, the IKEA Signum has to be mounted to your desk with the screw gun. So keep that in mind if you don't have a screw gun or if your desk is made of metal. Next, we have the cheapest item on this list, but it's probably top 3 in terms of the impact it's going to make. Customizable animated backgrounds make a ridiculous difference in the aesthetic of your PC. With a custom background, your setup looks so sleek and futuristic. It gives you a chance to inject a ton of your personality into your setup. What I like to do is use the backgrounds that match the cyan theme of my room and characters from my favorite games/shows. You can do super high quality backgrounds and either clone them to each of your monitors or spread them out to make one giant background. Now, there's 2 ways to get these. The best way is Wallpaper Engine on Steam, which has a one-time fee of $4 to unlock their full library. But if you don't want to spend any money on this, there is a competitor. Lively Wallpaper is free on the Microsoft Store, but it's not quite as good. The library is smaller and it doesn't run quite as smoothly, but it is free. By the way, I post a ton of custom wallpapers for both PC and mobile in my Discord. So if you need somewhere to start or you want to use mine, feel free to grab them. I'll drop a link below for anyone who wants it. Now, one of the best looking keyboards today is the custom wired keyboard. It looks super clean and minimalist. Ergonomically, it's supposed to be better for you to keep your hands in a more compact area, and performance is more reliable with wired as opposed to wireless as well. But there's a drawback. Now you have this wire running across your desk and it detracts from the look of your PC. The solution is to make the cable look awesome enough that it actually makes the setup look better to have it in. Coiled cables look super dope and can add a bit of extra vibrancy to your setup instead of just a plain black wire. There's a ton of different brands, but this one is reasonably priced at $25 to $39 depending on the color you get. Now this next one is awesome if you create content and your background is just a little bit too plain. A Galaxy projector is a cheap way to turn a blank wall into a big RGB spectacle. There's so many times when I turn into a Twitch stream or a YouTube channel and the person just has a super plain background, they could upgrade it dramatically with a quick $30 projector. But even if you don't create content, it's just a quick and easy way to make a wall a little bit more interesting. Now, like a lot of RGB accessories, the projector will probably come with a remote control. The Aurora projector by K-Clay would be my personal pick. It comes in at $34, can be controlled with an app on your phone, or can be controlled with an RGB remote that's included for free. Next is a quality gaming headset that doesn't break the bank. The prices of gaming headsets headsets have gotten crazy lately. I see gaming headsets being sold for $250, sometimes even $500 or even more. And I have two recommendations here. The SteelSeries Arctis 3 Pro sounds fantastic, looks fantastic, and the mic quality is actually decent. It has two problems though. It technically breaks the budget of this video as it's $49 at the time of recording, so I'll recommend a backup that's almost as good. The Arctis Pro is also labeled as a console headset, but don't be fooled by that label. It is 100% compatible with PC and it sounds great. It's just marketed to a console audience. But if you're a PC gamer, there's no reason you shouldn't get a good deal here. Now, my second recommendation that actually fits the budget of this video is the Turtle Beach Recon Spark. Now, it doesn't match the Arctis 3 in any category except the mic quality is about the same. The audio doesn't sound quite as good, and visually it doesn't quite hit that modern angular look that's so popular right now. But this is a solid gaming headset that should easily last you a few years, and it's only $35. Our second to last on the list pairs with your gaming headset very well. It's a nice upgrade to your setup to have a modern looking stand to store your gaming headset on when you're done playing. Instead of leaving it on your desk and taking it in and out of a drawer every time you want to play, just pop it on the headset stand. This one looks nice and comes in at $9.99. Last but not least, for anyone who wants to get into streaming or content creation but doesn't want to blow the bank on a camera. But first, a quick reminder. You probably don't have to spend any money at all if you have a fairly modern smartphone. Most fairly modern smartphones have 1080p resolution and 60 FPS, which is all you need. So just think about that before spending any money. But maybe you want to have access to your phone while you're doing your content, or you just want a webcam for some other reason. This $40 NEXIGO is the answer. It's 1080p, 30 FPS, and has a 110-degree field of vision to give it that ultra-wide look that's popular right now. But we have an even more hype video coming next Sunday at the same time. Be sure to hit subscribe if you don't want to miss that one. Also, I have a bunch of other videos similar to this one, so check out one of these two videos that come up now because they're the videos YouTube thinks you will enjoy the most. Thanks again for watching and see you next time. Peace.